you seem to have an ability to engage in things without thinking too much, and yet also to sit back and be pretty observant. And you've talked about third personing of the self. I'd love to talk a little bit more about this, even though it's a topic you've delved into before. And in particular, the topic of meditation. I've been reading more about meditation. I've meditated for different stretches in my life, different amounts of time. And there are two basic forms of meditation that I only recently learned about. One is a focused attention meditation, sitting, closing your eyes, focusing on your breath, body surface, or even a visual target in your environment, and just focus. And we know that that enhances one's ability to focus. If you do it too late in the day, it also enhances your ability to not fall asleep, right? What a lot of people don't realize is meditation too late in the day, if it's a focused meditation, you're just ramping up the activity in the prefrontal cortex. It's a great tool for getting better at focusing. But then there's also this type of meditation called open observer meditation, where you purposefully don't include a target in your mind or in your vision or in your hearing. And you just sit there, eyes closed or eyes open, and you go into a place of whatever comes up, cool. But you don't hover there too long. The goal is to not hover on any one thing, which sounds like deliberate attention deficit disorder, but it's actually a pretty cool method, it turns out, for restoring our ability to engage in focus, but also for one particular thing that you mentioned earlier, which is creativity and creative problem solving, which of course requires accessing, let's just say, more colors on the palette than your vision might be on, realizing, oh, there's also all these other colors over here in the periphery that I'm missing because I'm hyper-focused. Do you meditate? If you do meditate, is it more of an open monitoring or a focused meditation? And if you don't do a kind of standard meditation, are there times throughout your day and your routine and your week where, as I'm describing this, it maps to something that kind of feels like open monitoring or focused meditation?
Yeah. So no, I don't meditate. I don't think I've ever actually meditated for 1 second in my life. And
And I refuse to.
no, it's not that at all. I know Sam Harris sent me his app, and we were going to do a podcast. And I said, dude, I'll do it for 2 weeks, and we'll do a podcast, and I'll be more enlightened and everything. And I didn't even give Sam Harris 2 weeks, so I still owe Sam Harris 2 weeks on his app of meditation so we can see how it impacts me. But no, I've never done it before. I've never tried to do it. And that being said, if the goal is to take a step back and detach from what's going on, I do that all day, every day. And so, that is something that I've talked about. And it's something that I tried to teach. I tried to teach the young SEAL leaders not to get caught up in what's happening right in front of them, but to take a step back, detach from the situation, detach from their emotions, see more of what's happening. You're talking about seeing more colors of the palette. Well, on the battlefield, I want people to be able to see more angles, more maneuvers, more opportunities, more of what the enemy might do, more perspective. That's what I always tried to achieve. And so I'm sorry, I apologize. I can't give you any good discussion on meditation because I haven't tried it.
No apology necessary. But I will ask, when you go surfing and you're sitting in the water waiting for a wave, are you focused on one particular location on the horizon, or are you kind of in kind of a open monitoring, just enjoying just bouncing up and down in the water? Like, where is your attention during activities like that?
Yeah. So oftentimes surfing, you're a monkey mind and you're just not thinking about anything. Same thing with jiu-jitsu. Also with surfing, if you're waiting for a wave, your mind is just going. I mean, it's in another universe sometimes as you're sitting there waiting because you're just looking out at the horizon, and your mind. I mean, my mind. I'm thinking about all kinds. Like I have to come home sometimes and like write notes because I thought of this. I thought of an idea. I thought of a perspective. That happens to me at jiu-jitsu. That happens to me talking to people where someone's talking about something. I'm like, oh, I got to get an idea right now. I'm going to go write that down. I have to go and write it down. I have notes in my phone, like pages and pages and pages of notes in my phone of ideas that I had, and I write them down.